Hello, CinematicCritic, fresh off of watching the first two-thirds of What's Cool Scooby-Doo, the Swamp Monster episode entitled Saga of the Swamp Beast. And so far I've had to sit through a lot, and this is honestly the worst episode of What's Cool Scooby-Doo so far. And that is saying a lot. I have been unable to find a redeeming quality. I'll be uploading part 1, then I'll be uploading part 3 here. And you can see all these clips that I shot on Facebook, or I will be uploading that as an in-between part 2. So have you already seen the part 2? Here's part 3. Here's the ending that I promised. And some of this is also seen in part 2, but I want to do it this way. Let's watch the end of the Swamp Monster What's Cool Scooby-Doo, and let's groan through it. I remind you, this is fair use. I'll even turn the light back on. So we got a chase scene here. We need our chase scene, because otherwise there'd be no content from the original. At least they like to keep a nice beat. Now, did you see how cartoony that was, by the way? Can I point that out? Just how cartoony that was? What sucks is this is all good modern music. That's his cowardice parade. So this actually seems okay. And the worst thing is, it's good compared to what else I've seen in this episode. You wonder Cartoon Network's going downhill? Here's your proof, okay? And as soon as it begins, it's over, right? Are they actually doing anything of sustenance in this chase, by the way? Now, as I mentioned in part 2, the monsters are usually caught by some stupid way, but I haven't watched the end yet, so I don't know how they're going to be caught.
No tourists gonna want to come anywhere near here now. Sure am gonna miss this place.
I guess there's no more world's best hot sauce.
I'd like to say something, but I can't because this is going to happen. And right after that, there's going to be this.
What a waste of time.
Yeah, well,
3,
I can't believe an alligator is
2,
a better detective than I am. I should have accepted his help instead of letting my ego get in the way.
Come on, really?
I can smell their despair.
And then this.
Please, give it a rest, Count Daffula.
Rest? The hunger never rests. You mortals are the same.
The most crazy thing is this is the only part that actually seems entertaining, but it still doesn't
You do not
fit.
rest until the truth drips from your jaws. And you, Shaggy and Scooby, you hunger for, well, food. In your case, the hunger is fairly literal.
And what did she say to Dad?
But you, Fred, you hunger for puzzles in which to sink your teeth. You do not rest until you've drained the last clue of riddles and fed bountifully from your very life.
Should this be moving or uplifting or something? Because it's not coming off that way.
Her absurd commitment to staying in character has shown me that giving up might be the same thing. But
What?
It's not our thing. We've got a swamp monster to catch.
So I haven't watched anything past this.
Of We've Got a Monster to Catch always being followed by us sitting alone in some terrifying place being used as
Are you actually pointing out an issue?
Seriously? I mean, it happens every single time.
Guess I've been preoccupied.
I'm going to pause it for a minute. Because they literally just called out an issue. They literally just said that one of the core things about Scooby-Doo, having Shaggy and Scooby be the bait for the monster, one of the core things from the very beginning, they just called out as an issue. And that's another problem that I have with the show. I did a review where there was an episode where they told the origin of the Scooby snacks, and I've mentioned it before in these reviews that they did Well, when it was over, they basically had it be that Scooby and Shaggy basically said, ha ha, so all we have to do is be bait, and they'll give us these awesome Scooby snacks. Wait, so you're telling me that one mention is all it takes, and you can't just get the Scooby snacks yourself? I mean, that I know we're going on a continuity issue there, but the whole thing is that if there's a place that mass produces them, I get that it's been said other times too. So really not something that can be, it's the way that it's done, that episode's done. You'd have to go see my review on that where I point things out. The monsters, the chases, I don't even want to watch this last minute, but for you, I will. My bad. Here we go. Last chase.
What always happens next?
That rings a bell.
I might be in the way. Sorry.
Like now!
Let her rip.
So they're going to douse them with hot sauce. Now, if you watched part 1 and 2 of my review, who do you think is going to be in there? Who should be in there?
Oh, no, it's not. He's coming your way.
Yes, so the alligator from parts 1 and 2
Partner.
is the guy to catch him.
Amazing. Y'all caught the swamp monster.
He's no swamp monster.
Dwayne.
Alright, so in this case,
I'm just having some fun.
You can drop the act, Dwayne. Or should we call you by your other name? The Gentleman Bandit.
what?
Gentleman bandit.
Where's this coming from?
Yes, I've obviously been discovered. Now, would somebody please remove this beast from my person? This is no way to treat a southern gentleman.
Dwayne wanted to scare everyone out of the swamp. Why? Because he was after the armored car he stole as the Gentleman Bandit. When
Which
Chuck
was
spoiled
when?
Dwayne's getaway, the armored car loaded with money became submerged in the swamp. Dwayne,
How do we know all
aka the
this?
Gentleman
When was
Bandit,
this said?
needed time to recover the money, but he could only work at night.
This was not said. I realize I skipped the first 2 minutes of the episode, even in my part 1 review, but none of this was ever explained.
Dwayne had come to town and got a job working with Bayou Pierre as the perfect cover while he planned his bank robbery. I realized he wasn't what he seemed when Pierre thought the Kingston University ring belonged to Dwayne, the same ring he lost the night of the robbery. Dwayne wasn't Kingston material, but the Gentleman Bandit was exactly the kind of high society type that would be a Kingston alumnus.
And I would have gotten away with it, too, if it wasn't for that meddling alligator. Don't you mean meddling kids? Hooray for Charlie!
This, ladies and gentlemen, is your new Scooby-Doo. This is what Cartoon Network has for our kids. Do you remember the fun times? Do you remember Scooby-Doo? Because I do. I'm old enough. I'm 26. I remember the original Scooby-Doo. Hell, I remember reincarnations that are better than this. This is the worst reincarnation of Scooby-Doo. And at least with Teen Titans Go, they had something there. It's funny. I know it's still not very good.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, Titans! Let's get this party
Speaking of which,
Oh my gosh. Yes.
ready to see some? Watch this. Watch this. Delete, because oh shoot, that's right. I still got one more of these to do tonight. I've got one more of these to do tonight. Because I've started a series, in case you didn't see parts 1 and 2, where I'm going to be basically looking at Cartoon Network shows, the bad ones, and say, what the heck happened? What the heck happened? Does that not prove to you that Cartoon Network is going down the hill? They have Adventure Time, regular show, and that's it. That's their 2 good shows, Adventure Time and regular show. Amazing World of Gumball can be good at times, but Adventure Time and regular show are the 2 that come to my mind. Do I come to any other mind? No. What does Nickelodeon have? SpongeBob SquarePants? Even that's gone downhill. I'm gonna have to start one of them soon. As Disney Channel doesn't even have any cartoons anymore. They're now next, or they do wander over yonder. How is that good? Gravity Falls is over, so if you wanted to see that, that's done with. But what makes this one increasingly bad is that you're essentially what Teen Titans Go. Teen Titans Go is a terrible reboot, but it's completely different than the original source material, than the original Teen Titans Go cartoon from years ago. Scooby-Doo, on the other hand, they're trying to be Scooby-Doo, but they're failing miserably. They're giving us this whole bunch of... I'm CinematicCritic. That's all I can do for tonight. Oof.